So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about bikepacking setups for a variety of different ride types. So stuff like your Audax rides, the racing collective events, everesting, ultras like TCR and the Celtic Race. Right, so this is what I would ride on one of the ultra races like the Celtic Race. So it's an Enigma tap titanium road bike. I've got a Shimano Ultegra 11-speed group set. It's fitted with the entire Restrap Adventure Race range, which is really light. Brooks saddle, couple of Restrap mag bottles. Ultimate Sports Engineering TT bar setup. You can see they've got a nice stack height, so very comfortable. Pretty classy looking, aren't they? That's the bike. So what I would do for an ultra race is, I mean, this is me personally, but I put all my sleep stuff in the saddle bag. So my sleeping bag, my roll mat, my bivvy bag, and if I'm going to Scotland, a midge net. I put that in the saddle bag because it's nice and light and it helps prevent it from swaying around quite a bit. So then in the frame bag, I'll probably put stuff in the frame bag that I want to get out without any dramas. So gilet, arm warmers, leg warmers, maybe a rain jacket, and it's most likely where I'd keep a power bank as well. I run the Garmin in landscape mode, and what that does is that allows me to get to the charge port underneath, so I can run a cable through the little cutout in the frame bag straight to my power bank, and I can keep that charged while I'm riding. In the top tube bag, I'm going to put stuff in there that I want to be able to get to at the drop of a hat. So that's the essential stuff that I want. So charging equipment, sugary sweets, maybe some fudge. It's also a really good place to put chips and eat while you're riding. Then I've got the Aero Bar Bag, and this works just like the saddle bag. It's front loading and it's a dream, really is. So in there, I'm going to put maybe a couple of extra tubes, things that I'm hoping that I won't have to use, and extra kit. So when it comes to your Audax rides, 600 kilometre, I'd find that I'd ride something very similar to the ultra setup. For me personally, I'd probably take away the TT bars. But a lot of people wouldn't, so it's just down to personal preference again. Then you come down to the likes of your 400 kilometre Audax rides. I'd definitely be losing the sleep system. I wouldn't need that. Everything else maybe, yeah. Weather and terrain are going to play an important role in what it is that you're packing, and probably what bags you're going to use too. So from my experience, on those type rides, it'd just be the top tube and the frame bag. Everesting rides. So Everesting is very different in the fact that you don't need any of that stuff on your bike, because you strip it all down and you have the bike as light as possible, and you have all your supplies are in your car, which you should have parked pretty close to where you're riding if you've planned it properly. The best piece of advice anyone's going to give you is to load your bike up and get out there and ride it as much as possible, and that way you'll figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Morning, you alright? Dog just had a shit there. I can smell it. Fucking stinks. Fucking hell. Fucking sound.